Hello everybody. ሰላም እንዴት ናችሁ? ሰላም ይብዛላችሁ። በዛሬ ቪዲዮ የምናየው about approach to measure GDP or GNP. GNP measure ለማድረግ የምንጠቀመው አፕሮቾችን ነው የምናየው። ግሬድ 12 ኢኮኖሚክስ ነው ዩኒት 1 ውስጥ ያለው ሴክሽን ነው። There are three approach to measure GDP or GNP. They are product or value approach, expenditure approach and income approach. The first one is product approach. According to this approach, GDP can be estimated by calculating the value added at each stage of production. By another stage of production ላይ የጨመርናትን ዋጋ በመደመር ነው GDP calculate የምናደርገው according to product or value added approach. Production of goods and service typically involves distinct stages or different stage. አንድ እቃ ለማምረት የተለያየ ስቴጅ ነው የምንከተለው ስቴጆች አሉ each stage involves separate market transaction flow of income እያንዳንዱ ስቴጅ ደግሞ ምን አለው የራሱ የሆነ separate transaction ማርኬት አለው as well as flow of income አለ እያንዳንዱ ስቴጅ ላይ የምንጨምረው ዋጋ አለ ማለት ነው በዛ ስቴጅ ላይ የምንጨምራትን ዋጋ በመደመር ነው GDPን ካልኩሌት የምናደርገው according to product approach Only the values of final goods and services are included to avoid double counting. ለዚህ ነው በየስቴጁ የሚጨምረውን ዋጋ ብቻ የምንጨምረው ምንደምረው ለምንድነው double counting እንዳይፈጠር ነው ማለት ነው። ሁሉንም ዋጋ ምንደምር ከሆነ double counting ይመጣል። እሱ እንዳይመጣ ከአንደኛ ስቴጅ አፍቶ እስከ መጨረሻ ስቴጅ ያለውን በየስቴጁ የሚጨምረውን ዋጋ ብቻ በመደመር ነው GDP ካልኩሌት የምናደርገው value addition at a given stage is the difference between the price of the final goods and the price of intermediate input both which means value added equal to value of this output minus value of the intermediate goods firm used to produce that output ያለቀው እቃ ዋጋ አለው የሱ ዋጋ ሲቀነስ እሱን ለማምረት የተጠቀምነው ኢንተርሜዲየት ራው ማቴሪያል ዋጋ የምናገኘው በየስቴጁ የሚጨምረው ዋጋ or value added. The second one is expenditure approach. According to this approach, GDP is measured by adding all expenditures on final goods and services that are produced in the country by all sectors of economy. በሁሉም ኢኮኖሚክ ሴክተር የተመረተውን ምርቶች ላይ የምናወጣ አጠቃላይ ወጪ ነው according to expenditure approach GDP ማለት or involves adding the market value of all final products in economy over a given period of time በሰጠው ጊዜ ውስጥ በእቃዎች ላይ የምናወጣ አጠቃላይ ወጪ ማለት ነው or are the amount of money that is spent by buyers on final goods and services ገዢዎቹ እቃዎቹ ላይ ያወጡት አጠቃላይ ገንዘብ መደመር ነው GDP according to expenditure approach final goods or service is goods in the hands of the final users or ultimate consumer ያለቀ ፕሮዳክት ማለት ነው like orange juice mobile phones car መኪና ምንናቸው final goods ናቸው ያለቁት ፕሮዳክቶች ናቸው ማለት ነው The GDP by expenditure approach can be computed as the sum of the four major expenditure in the economy GDP is equal to consumption plus expenditure plus government The GDP by expenditure approach can be computed as the sum of the four major expenditures in the economy. And GDP equal to consumption plus investment plus government expenditure plus net export. Those are the components of GDP according to expenditure approach. Four components are necessary. The third one is income approach. According to this approach, GDP is calculated by adding all the incomes according to all factors of production used in producing the national output. አጠቃላይ አንድ ሀገር ምርትን ለማምረት የተጠቀምነው factors of production ላይ የምናገኘው ኢንካሞችን በመደመር ማለት ነው income approach ማለት GDP is the sum of incomes also factors of production. ለፋክስ ኦፍ ፕሮዳክሽን ኦነሮች የሚከፈለው ዋጋ እነዛ ዋጋዎችን ኢንካሞችን መደመር ማለት ነው GDP is the sum of incomes to owners of facts of production in the form of wage and salary, rental income, interest income, profits, as well as some other claims on value of output less subsidized and transfer payment. Subsidized እና transfer payment ሳይጨመር ለraw materials ለፋክስ ኦፍ ፕሮዳክሽን የሚከፈለው ኢንካሞችን መደመር ማለት ነው Sum up together the returns or income to facts of production such as labor, land, capital, profit in economy. In economy, sum of all expenditures bears is equal to sum of all income for facts of production suppliers equal to sum of value of goods and the service produced. በኢኮኖሚ ውስጥ አንድ ፓርት ኦፍ ፒፕል ባየር ነው ኤክስፔንድ ያደርጋል። አንድ ፓርት ኦፍ ዛዘር ፓርት ኦፍ ፒፕል ሴለር ነው ኦር ኢንካም ጀነሬት ያደርጋል ማለት ሁለቱም እኩል ናቸው ኢኮኖሚ ውስጥ ማለት ነው። ቢኮዝ ገዢው ባወጣው ወጪ ልክ ሻጩ ያገኛል ማለት ነው። ስለዚህ በኢንካም አፕሮችን ብንሄድ በኤክስፔንዲቸር አፕሮችን ብንሄድ የምናገኘው ዋጋ ተመሳሳይ ነው። ሰልፍ ቴስት ይሄን ለራሳችሁ ሞክሩት። Question 1. During 2010, the counter X had government spending of $3 billion, consumption expending of $9 billion, investment expending of $3.5 billion, and net export of minus $1 billion. Gross domestic product in 2010 is equal to ይሄ ማለት ነው። ምርጫ ነው። Question 2. When computing the value of a nation's domestic output of goods and service, we can add up all of the income earned by the facts of production in the economy. In this way, we are calculating national output with A. Expenditure, B. Value added, C. Income approach, D. Public sector approach. Question 3. Farmer sells a quintal of wheat to a trader with per 1000. Then trader sells a quintal of wheat to a miller per 1500. And a miller sells a quintal of flour to baker and the bakery produce bread and distribute to per 2500. GDP is payment. Question 4. Suppose we know that gross domestic product is $10,000 and that consumption spending is $7,000. Investment spending is $1,500. Government spending is $2,500. We can determine that A. Net export are equal to minus $100. B. Export spending is $1,000. Import spending is 0. C. Export spending is $1,000 and import spending is $1,000. D. Net export are equal to minus $1,000. Thank you for your attention. Don't forget to like, to share, to subscribe.